How y'all doing? Everybody. Trying to make sure everything is clicking. There we go. We got the sound up and everything going on. How's everybody doing? And welcome to the Done It All show on Smash Bros Radio. So, this segment for today is entitled Doing Good in the Hood. Doing good in the hood. This right here, this whole segment is purpose is to highlight those that have nonprofits and people that are really doing things to make situations better in our communities. There are a lot of unsung heroes out there that are really doing a considerable amount of things to make all of our neighborhoods better, to make our living conditions better, to make things, all of our conditions better around us that we just have really no clue about. I was actually reading up on an article just the other day. And this article was highlighting the owner of the Dallas Mavericks. Somebody know who's the owner of the Dallas Mavericks NBA basketball team? Anybody? Any takers? Anybody? Any takers? Comment because I'm really gonna go somewhere with this. And it's one of the people that you least expect to really be doing something. People that are NBA owners or even NFL owners. Mark Cuban. I did not know Mark Cuban had a side of really giving back. I just really saw him as a real, true renegade, that really spoke his mind and really said, hey, I got my own money. You need to get yours. Um, so it's like, what would he be doing to really help the people? Man, tell you what Mark Cuban is doing. And the way this is done, he does no advertisement for this. Those that have cancer, that have forms of leukemia, that have whatever ailment, we already know that the cost of pharmaceutical drugs is by far tremendous. By far tremendous. And the way that drug companies get off on charging people an extraordinary amount in order to live. And the people that are affected the most are the ones that are impoverished and have to choose required medication that they need to live over substance, food, utilities, things of that nature, and just barely being able to live. This is one of the things that encouraged Mark Cuban to start a pharmaceutical company or become part of a pharmaceutical company in which he is the face of it. It is Cost Plus Drugs. And when I read up on it, I was thinking like, okay, here's another guy really trying to get in the game. Now he's trying to jump in the pharmaceutical game to make even more money. That's not the case. The thing about it is, it works like this. They get the drugs at cost. They're the dealer per se. So the drugs that they get at cost, which will be the prescription drugs that you need, that you've been prescribed by your doctor, they sell those at 15% plus $5 for shipping. That by far is killing any and every other pharmaceutical company that's distributing pharmaceutical drugs. The only thing you have to have is your prescription, to which you submit, and they go ahead and fulfill those pharmaceutical prescribed drugs based on the prescription from your medical doctor. They don't deal with any insurance companies. No insurance. So it's like not like you have to present insurance. No insurance. You don't have to present any insurance. So say for instance that the drug costs them $10. With the 15%, it's going to be $11.50. and you're going to pay $5 for shipping. You can't beat that anywhere. You can't beat that anywhere, and you're not going to beat that anywhere. And the way that they market this company is not by paying advertisement. The way they market the company is by word of mouth. All of this is done by word of mouth. Tell me how. I mean, think about it. The only way you're gonna know is if you got a friend or whomever that's needing these prescriptions, and they say, "Hey, check this company out. It's a legitimate company." The website is costplusdrugs.com. Costplusdrugs.com. I encourage you guys to check this out. And what they do, they can get the generic drugs. And for instance, on the website, it says no middlemen, no price games, huge drug savings. They have on here this drug called, I may be pronouncing it wrong, so I'm gonna try my best. Ama Amatinib is spelled IMATINIB. It's the generic for Gleevec. The retail price for this drug is $2,502.50. The cost for this drug is actually $14.40. It says your cost with us is $14.40. Your savings is $2,488.20. Y'all, I'm not making this up. This is amazing. Those that's tuning into this, please check this out. I'm gonna say this again. What they say, I'm gonna say it again for the people in the back. I'm even gonna go on my live if I can right now. But it's gonna mess me up with what I'm actually searching as well. So I guess I'm just gonna defer from that. I need y'all to share this live. Please share this live, because I know that y'all have friends and family members that are really saying, I'm paying too much. I can't afford these medications. And I'm gonna be real with you. My wife is one of them. My wife, just genetically through her family, she has what's called Graves' disease. She has to get all these different medications. Graves' disease causes all kind of other issues. It can affect your vision. It can affect the size of your eyeballs, heart, heart rate. It can cause all sorts of instability. I hope my wife is actually listening right now. And I'm gonna text her right now, tell her to tune in to the show, because this right here can save us a whole lot of money. I did not know this until I looked this up. So again, I need y'all to check out costplusdrugs.com. Costplusdrugs.com. They did not sponsor anything. They didn't give anything to Smash Bros Radio. They didn't give anything to Dunn It All show. But this is just something I found out just through reading a certain article, and this came up. I looked at the video on it after reading the article, and I was like, wow, costplusdrugs.com. This is amazing. Amazing. So you see how much we're getting raped with as far as drug prices. Share this live. I need somebody to actually put in the live. I need y'all to type into this live and type in costplusdrugs.com. Tell somebody to check out costplusdrugs.com. All right. I know I keep saying it because I don't know when people tuning in. I don't know what portion of the show that they're hearing. I don't want them to tune away from the show and miss this important piece. Man, it's insane how much we're having to pay for prescriptions. I mean, it's just legal drug dealing. And for the prices of these drugs to be so astronomical, it's ridiculous. I'm tired of seeing people, especially in the inner city, in my hood where I grew up at, having to face these type prices. And I'm going to go through this myself, having to buy these prescription drugs for my wife and having her submit the prescription. Because it's like, think about it. If you got the pharmaceutical game in cahoots with the insurance company, you ever thought about it? Which they are. They're getting paid twice. You got to pay the pharmaceutical company for the drugs, and you're already paying for your insurance, which is already going up every year. You're not thinking that those two companies are linked. You're not thinking your Blue Cross and Blue Shield are linked. You're not thinking that the pharmaceutical company linked. They're all linked. It's like getting paid twice. I'm going to give you an analogy of this. Please share this live. Please share this live. I need people to tune into this. I'm going to give you the analogy of this. You know, when people want to go into a franchise business, you say, hey, I want to own a McDonald's. I want to own a Burger King. Okay, so you buy into a franchise. You know, when you buy into that franchise, you have to stick to the script as to how they do everything. You got to use the same cups. You got to use the same napkins. You got to use the same spoons. You can't go outside and purchase these things for the company, for that brand. Yeah, you may own that company, a portion of it, or that store, but you bought in as a franchisee. So you when you buy into the franchise, they tell you where to buy all of this stuff from. So let's just say McDonald's. McDonald's actually will also own a paper company or be part owner with the company that does the cups, or the people that actually does the tables. So they get paid on top of getting paid, on top of getting paid, on top of getting paid. Think about it. They're controlling it. The same way it is working in the medical industry. They're getting paid on top of getting paid on top of getting paid, because they link where the cash flow is going, and it's all going to one true source, and they can control the narrative. So when I saw this that Mark Cuban is doing with costplusdrugs.com, I was thoroughly amazed. I was intrigued. And I said, I need to make sure that I share this. I need to make sure that I share this information, because he was very adamant. He said that we do not do advertisement. We don't spend any money on advertising because we don't advertise. We depend on word of mouth. I know as my parents are getting older, I know my parents are on more medications. I know my mother-in-law is on more medications. I know my father-in-law is on different medications. We got everybody, a lot of people that are in our families that are on these medications. These medications are extremely high, especially if you're some type of cancer patient or something of that nature. You have some type of debilitating illness to where if you don't take said prescription, you could die. You know, just that simple. These said prescriptions are keeping you alive, but you can barely afford it. On top of that, you paying the insurance with the copays, with the deductibles. Think about it. You got a deductible, you got a copay, and you paying the regular insurance. We're getting raped. We're getting raped. We're getting bent over, we're getting raped, and we're getting taken advantage of. But it's like we're so customary to being raped to where just say, like, I know the position, I'm going to assume the position, I'm going to bend over and you do what you got to do because I'm just so used to it. My butt is so loose right now from being screwed over to where I'm numb to it. I'm numb back there because I didn't got just screwed over so many times. That's what it is. We're numb. We're numb to getting screwed over. We don't even, our society doesn't even know what a good deed is anymore. We think that if somebody does something good for us, we red flags are going up like, well, why are you doing that? Because I saw another piece where there was a guy that had $10,000 cash in hand, and he was at the gas station just catching people random, like, you know, how much cost Fiddle? They was like, you know, like, thinking like, yeah, guys, I was like $100 Fiddle's up. Like, why you even bother me? Why you even asking me? Then he was like, gave him $200. Like, all right, good at it. And people were holding the money. It was like, okay, is this a setup? Like, well, why are you giving this to me? Like, really? And I would be the same way because you're a little apprehensive because you're thinking like, all right, is this fake money? Are you about to try to hook and bait me? Are you gonna do something to me? Do I owe something to you? Is there some type of drug on this money? And as soon as I touch it, it's gonna kill me, or it's gonna just make me just become debilitated? Is it gonna do this? We come up with all this. I understand. I would do the same thing. But our culture and our society has made us become super apprehensive when somebody does something good because we're so used to people raping us. We're so used to being taken advantage of. Our government take advantage of us. Friends take advantage of us. Family takes advantage of us. Co-workers take advantage of us. People take so much of an advantage over us to where we do not even know what it is or what it looks like to actually do something good for somebody. We don't even we don't even recognize it. We've become so numb to the literal actions of doing good. That's what we've done. We become so numb to the actions of doing good to where we act in a accusatory manner to where we're thinking like, all right, so they're doing good and they're gonna want something from me. If they're gonna want something from me, I'm going to owe them something in return. So we have to get out of this customary mindset and this thought process of thinking that when somebody does something good for us, that we're going to owe them something. But what we need to do that if somebody does something good for us and we are already in a blessed position and a blessed predicament, we can go ahead and pay that forward. We can give that to the next person. So when I gave y'all this scenario and I gave y'all this instance of when this happened at the gas station to where the guy was giving people money to fill up their gas pumps, and some people like, man, I'm good. And he actually took that money and passed it along to somebody else and gave them that money to put gas in their car because they said, I'm good. Somebody else may need it. So they paid it forward. So this is just a literal act of being kind, being generous to one another. Let's make that more common. Let's make that a thing to do because that's the right thing to do. I know society has made us become so devilish and so evil to and so satanic and so sinister to where we think evil in everybody. A majority of the people that we encounter, we say, "Oh, this person is a little bit too nice. We're waiting on the devil to come out." Well, if they're just genuinely nice, we don't know what that looks like, do we? We have a society that literally makes money on sinister acts, that makes money on evil things, that makes money on negative behavior. To where when something is why do you think media, even social media, their algorithms and things that are set up to boost or be boosted or to capture you on something that is negative? It's like clickbait. You click on that because that's what you gravitate towards. We gravitate towards negative behavior. We want to see negative behavior. We be we've become conditioned for negative behavior. That's not natural. That's not. There's nothing good about it. So we need to recondition our mindset, recondition our thinking. So to go all the way back to what I just said, and I'm gonna go back to the beginning because I just was able to go live on my page. I told y'all at the very beginning, check out costplusdrugs.com. If you're getting medications, prescribed medications, your family, your mom, your daughter, your wives, your husband, whoever, your friends, that are getting regular medications and they need these medications in order to live a life of quality, um, then this is what they need to check out. As I stated at the very beginning, this cost plus drugs.com site was actually started by Mark Cuban. Anybody that doesn't know, for real, Mark Cuban is actually the owner of the Dallas Mavericks. That's what he is. And again, I got turned on by reading an article. Then I saw another video that followed up with the article, um, regarding what he's done and what he's doing. They sell the drugs for 15% more than the actual at cost. That's why it's called cost plus drugs.com. So if you got a drug that costs $10, the actual cost, the drug company, $10, they're saying we're going to sell that for $10 plus 15%, which is going to be $11.50. And you're only going to have to pay $5 for shipping. You can't beat that nowhere. And the crazy part about this, me giving this information out, I'm kind of worried because I don't even know how many people it's going to leak out to. I'm telling y'all to share this, and this is like some information that is vital to us and vital to our community. But as I said just a few moments ago, that if I was on here fighting, if I was saying something negative, it's amazing how that stuff would spread like wildfire. Everybody be sharing and super sharing what I'm doing, because they're like, Dunn is on here wilding out, man. He around here showing his chest and pulling his penis out on the air and telling the people, look at this. And oh my God, I would have got 1 million plus views. 1 million plus views. But when somebody's trying to spread information that can make our communities better, or tell somebody some positive information, you may get a few shares. But this is the thing that helps our community. This is the thing that helps our people. That's why this segment of the show is called Doing Good in the Hood. This company, as I stated, does not do any marketing. They don't do any advertisement. You're not going to see them on TV. They said in the article that highlighted them that they spread this information by word of mouth. People have to tell somebody. You know how we always like, man, you know, I'm trying to give you the hookup. This is the hookup. It ain't about what you know. It's about who you know. And it's like when you find out certain information, especially when you get into certain fields, you know, sharing this information. I could have just got this information, kept it to myself, and just told my wife, hey, check this out. And we could have been saving tons of money with the prescriptions that we have to buy for my wife every month. But no, I don't want to share it to y'all, but I need y'all to share this to other people. So I said my fear is that y'all won't do it. Make that statement untrue. Make that statement null and void that I just stated regarding y'all not sharing. Share it. Post it. Post on your page. Check out costplusdrugs.com. You ain't gotta share my thing. I don't care if you don't want to highlight my show or whatever. It ain't about me. It's about putting your peeps on, putting your folks on, putting your community on. But doing good in the hood and helping one another. Now, I can afford the medications that my wife is currently being prescribed, but you think I would want to get them for less? Heck yeah, I would love to get them for less. That save us more money. That put more money back into our family general fund that we use to pay our bills. Okay, that we use to take care of our responsibilities, our 3 kids. That's money that can go back into that. Just paid $2,000 for my daughter for some dang on cheer stuff, clothes, and the camp. And we still ain't done yet. They talking about I got more bills and more dues coming up for cheering. It's my only baby girl. And oh my goodness, I thought football dues were a lot. Cheer dues. Bust my head wide open. I'm just splattered out on the ground when I saw that price. And they said, we're not done yet. And then they said, yeah, you can go ahead and participate in this, and it's like a fundraiser. You know, you share it to all your friends and all your family, and they contribute whatever dollars. And then we was like, okay, well, that money will get released to us so we can pay for whatever uniform. They was like, no, we're going to hold that in reserve. It's going to be for the next items that you got to purchase. What? That ain't what y'all say. Again, guys, it's so hard to survive. It's hard living out here. And we got to do what we got to do to make our living better. Okay. So there's nothing wrong with being kind. And speaking of be kind, I was hoping I was going to have my guest on here. We're going to be talking about Be Kind Birmingham. But I guess I may have to save that portion for another show because I'm assuming my good friend Ashley may have gotten tied up because she's doing good in the hood. If y'all are riding through Pleasant Grove and you come down Park Road, you're gonna see a beautiful white old school bus. I say old because it is an older school bus that's been renovated, and it is white, fresh paint, and marked up real beautifully, and it has Be Kind Birmingham on there, and it's pretty much a mobile instrument that's being utilized to provide people that are indigent with showers, um, and she has various clothing and other type of needs that people may need to get addressed. Just helping people out. I don't even know what inspired Ashley to do it, but man, that's like awesome. That is like the epitome of doing good in the hood. And Ashley, for all intents and purposes, is really doing fine as an individual. Her life is moving accordingly. But she's taking time out of her day and taking funds from her regular general fund and even from the business that her family owned, Val's Print Shop, which is over here in Pleasant Grove, to give back. Um, they do some awesome things. They give back to the city over here in Pleasant Grove. They've done a lot. Helped out with our campaigns, do things during Christmas time. So that's the thing about me and giving back. Like it's kind of like a chain reaction, sometimes when other people and even other entities see us giving back and individuals give back, they start thinking like, damn, I need to give back. I've been blessed. And if you got it, give it. Nobody's saying that, you have to give. It's not a matter of force, but if whatever you feel like you can spare it, then spare it. And I'll be the first one to tell you, I work hard. I work damn hard to get to where I'm at, and not only that, where I'm trying to be. And I don't let anybody bullet me to tell me, well, you made XYZ dollars, so you need to give this and give that. No, 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 I don't. I don't have to need to give anything. I give because that's what I like to do, and I have certain portions of it that I can give. And I give you all of me that's available. Literally. My sweat equity, as we would call it, to help you, get to where you're trying to be. I don't have no problem with that. Now, financial, I'm limited on that because I got responsibilities that I have to take care of. I have a wife, I have 3 children. My oldest son is in college. He's doing wonderful, by the way. So shout out to my oldest son, Kevon Dunn, Mr. Boomanji, I call on on social media. That dude got man, I tell you, he makes me proud. He has his website that he's built. He has a company he started, EnyKicks .com. My wife is still watching post that into the feed if you could. Uh, Shout out to my oldest son, Mr. Young Entrepreneur. I'm proud of that dude, man. It's like, all the work that I've done, it's great to kind of see that actually come to light. And he's been paying attention. Kids pay attention when you think they ain't paying attention. So that's why you got to make sure that you become a positive example and positive role model because they're watching. So my little dude, moved in his apartment this weekend and we, sent him down there. His pride gets in the way. He don't want to ask nobody for anything. So he took care of a lot of stuff and we still offered and did some things to make sure that he's together and situated accordingly. But man, I'm a proud papa. I'm a proud dad. I told him that and when I dropped him off in Huntsville and we dropped his belongings off and, looking at his apartment that he acquired and I gave him a little help along the way with the vehicle and, he done this thing and even more with the vehicle and got another car and, made some different changes and Went and got him a motorcycle. I started thinking, Lord, that's what I used to do. That's what I did. I was in college. I went and bought me a motorcycle. I ain't asked. I just went and got it. I had my own little money, and I did it. And it's like you seeing yourself that you're your kid, and man, it's kind of amazing. It's kind of you have to really check yourself because you have to think about what your parents went through when they were telling you not to do X, Y, Z. You kind of just got to rely on everything that you taught them and pray that it worked. You got to pray that they listen because you have to let them go. You know, and I know I'm kind of off the subject a little bit, but but just raising your kid and watching them, grow up and watching them become young, responsible adults is humbling, man. It's crazy. That's what you produce and that's what you put in the world, and it's awesome. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Being a parent is being a father. It's an honor, especially when you have boys. Uh, it's an honor. And watch what you created is just honorable. So anyway, shout out to my oldest son, P. Dunn. He is at Alabama A&M over there in Huntsville, doing his thing. So super proud of him. I pray the Lord that continues to bless him and guide him along the way because Lord knows I send up prayers. I want him to be protected. I want him to be guided and I pray that his next moves are always his best moves and in this current society and the way that things are going and I talked about this earlier just not there's nothing wrong with being kind. There's nothing wrong with being nice to people, but you hope that that same type of energy is given back not only to you, but you hope that the same type of energy is given back to your offspring with your children. You hope that they're protected. You pray that that then that nothing happens to them. You can't protect them from everything. You just have to send up a prayer for them. So all the parents, I know what you're going through. My mom and dad, I understand what y'all went through. I realized the hell that I put y'all through too, and there comes a time and a point that you have to, rely on everything that you put in your child, and you gotta kind of just let them move about the world. Sometimes they make great decisions, and sometimes they make poor decisions, and it may hurt you as a parent. But don't if you've done all that you could do, and you gave your all, there's no such thing as a perfect parent because as you have more children, you do things differently. We all do things differently. You say, I could have did this differently, and you make different levels of money as you have more children. So your income changes, and more likely than not, your income increases as time goes on. But don't beat yourself up if your kid did not take advantage of what you had given them, the opportunities that you presented to them. Don't beat yourself up. If you've done all that you can do, you leave it there. Don't beat yourself up. Their decisions are going to be their decisions that they're going to have to deal with. And yes, I know that the decisions that they make have a spillover effect, and I know that they affect you and us as parents. But don't carry that weight with you. Don't carry that burden with you. You've done all that you could do. Sometimes you gotta love them and let them go and let them do their thing. But don't let that ruin your life. I've seen parents and I've seen grandparents alike that die trying to help their grown adult children. And they don't even get a chance after they've worked their butts off all these years. They don't get a chance to enjoy life. They don't get a chance to enjoy vacations. They don't get a chance to enjoy each other. And in some instances, it causes divorce because there's so much tension that exists because of the rift that their children have presented to where they didn't have enough time to enjoy one another. They forgot what it was like to love one another, to be with one another, to enjoy one another because they're taking care of adult children. Sometimes you got to let them go, guys. You gotta let them go. If you've done everything that you could do to help them prepare for society and prepare for life, and they take advantage of it, you gotta let them go. You gotta let them go. Don't let your adult children ruin your life. Please. I'm saying that loud for the people in the front and the back. Don't allow your adult children to ruin your life. Live your life. We all have a time clock, expiration date on what we're doing. Okay? I remind my kids all the time, I'm here for a limited time only. I'm like a sale. But once I'm gone, I'm gone. Once my mom and dad are gone, they're gone. I have to rely on everything that they taught me and everything that they put in me. And I have to use that, what they instilled in me to move forward. My parents weren't perfect parents, but they were perfect for me. They made me who I am. They created me. They did the best they could with me, and they did a good job with me. They really did. I was blessed and fortunate to have both of my parents. Everybody that really doesn't have that, So we have to get out of this. I talked about the what is the norm, how we get so we accustomed to people taking advantage of us, and how we get literally just used and abused by people that we love. Those are the ones that use and abuse us the most. But you have to just remember to live life and to let some people go that are seeking intentionally or maybe unintentionally to destroy your life. You only have one life to live. I would hate for you to perish prematurely without enjoying that life, without having as much time to smile and enjoy God's creations around us. Just sitting back and taking in the air and just breathing, enjoying sweet nothingness, enjoying the wind hitting your face, enjoying the sun brightening your skin, enjoying all of these things that God has given us, that God has created. Don't waste your time here on earth. Us waking up tomorrow is not guaranteed. I'm 40 years old and I'm in great, excellent health. That has nothing to do with me possibly not waking up tomorrow. When it's your time, it's your time. When your number's up, your number's up. So that means in between time, do what you can do to help others. Don't become an enabler. And if you don't know what an enabler is, I'll define it for you. And I put it in the most simplest terms. An enabler is one that allows the individual who they're so-called helping, the person that is so-called helping becomes a part of the problem. Because you allow the person that you're helping to continuously move in a negative fashion while you're actually contributing toward their demise. You're supporting their habits unknowingly, thinking that you're helping. No, you're contributing to their demise. So don't be an enabler. Sometimes you have to let those people go. You got to let them move about. Because if they're not learning and you're just giving, and they just gonna sit there and take, and you're gonna be gone. And you've given. That's my baby. I love him. I love her. I'm supposed to do this. I'm their mother. I'm their father. Yep, you are. But that's a grown ass man or a grown ass woman, isn't it? So, what does that mean? Let them be. Let them be. You can't help people that don't want to be helped. Otherwise, again, you become an enabler. You become a part of the problem. So assist those that you can assist. Be kind to those that allow you to be kind, but do not be used. Do not allow anyone to use you. Do not allow anybody to abuse you. And let me tell you this. It's okay to say no. It's okay to tell people no. Absolutely not. It's okay. Sometimes we like, I don't know. I don't want to tell them no. I don't want to hurt their feelings. So sometimes you got to tell people no. It's okay. It's okay to tell people no. Sometimes we think we're supposed to say yes. No, you're not. Some things you need to say no to. Okay? No. Okay? There's limitations to giving. There are limitations to giving. I talked about being kind. I talked about giving back. There are limitations. What the girl say on TikTok that got Tourette's. You're done. You're done. I forgot her name, but anybody that watches, I think her name is Emily. That's on TikTok. You're done. You're done. And then she comes out with a type of expletives. I love that girl. She's so hilarious. But she has Tourette's and she does have a condition. So I'm not making fun of her condition. She's very transparent with her condition. So I don't want anybody on the other side of the avenue to start getting, oh, you're making fun of people with Tourette's. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. That's not what I was doing. It's really just making light of the situation because she makes light of the situation at times too. Even though she has a serious condition, she makes light. So anyway, I'm not going to go down a rabbit hole with y'all on that. I'm done. I'm done. Oh, okay. I'm tripping myself out here. So listen, I hope y'all learned a lot from this show today. All right. We talked about costplusdrugs.com. We talked about giving back. We talked about being kind. We talked about giving with limitations. And we talked about not being used and abused. And it's okay to say no. All right. So share this video. Share this live. Share the Smash Bros Radio page. Follow Smash Bros Radio. And catch me every Tuesday from 10 to 11. Sometimes I come a little later than that. Today I got caught by a train. I had to maneuver all the way around the train to get over here to the studio. So make sure y'all continuously follow me, man, and follow, the Dunn and All show and follow us on Smash Bros. We're right over here in Pleasant Grove. The studio's right here in Pleasant Grove. So shout out to OT. Shout out to Ralph. Shout out to the whole Smash Bros crew. Y'all make sure y'all like Smash Bros Radio. Okay? We doing good in the hood too. Whether we doing something on the city page, whether we doing something on the community tip, we doing something. We always doing good around here. All right? So y'all make sure that you continue to follow the movement. Follow me, your boy KD. And we're going to keep doing what we can do. We're going to keep this thing rocking. All right? Y'all make sure y'all keep rocking with me. Because I'm going to keep rocking with y'all. Yeah. We got tuned in.